Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Theater Camp. I don't know. PG-13. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I've been putting this off. I feel like it's going to be a musical, but it doesn't say that. There's a staff of a rundown theater group or camp in upstate New York, and they all have to band together to save the camp, right? So it's on Hulu. It's on Amazon Prime too, but it's also on Hulu. Here's the thing, like I'm looking at it, and it's 7.1 on IMDb. 7,133 people rated it so far. Pretty solid score right there. I was like, really? Okay, 7.1. It's got to be good with over 7,000 people. So, Ben Platt, who I like, is in it. And then, one of my favorites, Jimmy Tatro. I think that's how you say his name. If you saw American Vandal, just jump into Jimmy, right, Jimmy, whatever his name is. You know who I just Jimmy Tatro, right? Jimmy Tatro. American Vandal, I watched on an airplane when it first came out. And I was crying watching that show. Oh, it was tears running. Like, people must have thought I was, there was something wrong with me. And from that moment on, I thought he was hilarious. I haven't seen him in much else. Every now and again I catch him. So I'm excited to see him in this, and I like Ben Platt. He's from the Tone Rangers, maybe? Or no, not the Tone Rangers. I forget. The Treblemakers, right? He was part of the Treblemakers, I believe. But anyway, so we'll see. I'm going to get into it. It's only an hour and 33 minutes long, so I'm mildly optimistic on this, although heading into it I wasn't. 7.1, whatever. It's got to be good. Stick around. I'll let you know. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Theater Camp, and first I want to quickly correct what I was saying before. Ben Platt is not who I thought he was. He was, I don't know if he was in the Troublemakers or not, but he was in Pitch Perfect. But I was actually thinking he was Skylar Astin. That's who I thought he was. Not that I don't like Ben Platt, but I like Skylar a little bit more. Ben Platt was in that other one, Dear Evan Hansen, very talented fella, but I thought he was somebody else. So, with all that being said, Edebiri, I think that's how you say it, the bear, she's in this. Not a big role, but played it pretty good. Could have probably used a little bit more screen time. I liked what they did with that character. I found that funny. For me, I don't know why, again, found myself on the phone. It wasn't a musical. There's a musical act at the end of it. But it wasn't a musical. It truly is a comedy. And I thought my man Jimmy, I thought he was funny. I liked his character. I felt that they were going to make him an aloof. And they didn't. I don't know, an aloof? No, aloof is what you are, not an aloof. I don't think you can noun that word, can you? Well, but you know, I thought they were going to, make him, which, he wasn't, I don't know, he's very motivated, very driven, has his own ideas, but, kind of seems lost, especially in the theater world. And it felt like it was going to be really, really bad, like his character, and I thought it was, there was something to hold on to there with his character. So, I liked it. They could have taken it down a worse path, with him, but whatever. You'll see what I mean if you do decide to watch it. But for some reason, it didn't grip me throughout. I think it would if I was really into theater or plays. In high school, I was in a couple plays, stuff like that, but never more than that. And I think a lot of other people who really either go see plays or have acted, or even part of it. You don't even have to be an actor or an actress. You could be part of the the stage crew, all that kind of stuff. I think they really enjoy it because it's really in depth on that and probably relates to them a lot more. And also summer camp. It was funny, my daughter came down and she was asking me what it was about, and they have a competing theater camp, with them, and it kind of reminded me of Meatballs, and then I realized, wow, nobody's going to know what I'm talking about when I talk about Meatballs. So it was like a modern day theater camp of Meatballs. And so, sort of. But that's kind of what it reminded me of a little bit more. But Didn't laugh out loud that much until really the end. The whole idea is they're going to use this camp and they're going to put on a show at the end to show their parents, right? So it's the trials and tribulations of that. The camp obviously is not doing well financially. The mother falls into the owner falls into a coma. That's why her son Ty takes it over and starts, trying to do what he thinks is best for them, trying to keep it afloat. But of course, he doesn't know much about everything. So the other camp is trying to take it over, so he's making mistakes, whatever. And so that's what's going on with him. And then our two camp directors, which one was Platt and the other girl, I forgot her name. But they're together trying to produce this show, but they're like friends forever, best friends, and they might have strain on their relationship because of what's going on. So there's that drama going on, and then there's all the kids and how they fit in, and their little side stories. So there's a lot of good stories to cling on to and enjoy and watch, and I liked actually all the characters. I thought they were very unique and interesting and very talented. It's that's one thing I definitely take away. But for some reason, like I said, I don't know. I wanted to see it through. I wanted to see what happened, but I wasn't gripped into the whole, first and second act, if you will. Third act kind of locked me in a little bit, put the phone down, and really paid attention, and it paid off. I think the ending was pretty neat. I enjoyed it. I liked what they did, even at the end, because it's kind of supposed to be a documentary. Maybe it starts out that way, but it kind of veers away from that and just becomes a story that we're watching. But they put up words at the end of the screen, at the end, as here's what's happening, kind of stuff. That made me giggle a little bit. So there you go. And I would honestly say initially I was like, not for me. But once you see it through, it kind of works a little bit more, I think. I don't know. Tough one. That's all I got. I don't have to talk anymore. Hopefully I was helpful in some form or fashion. If not, I apologize. But if you stuck with me this far, I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.